I wake up hungry and confused, evident by me just standing still for an embarrassingly long time. After searching my house and finding not a lot, I return to my previous home and succeed in finding some small cans of food and a watch. I park my fanny in front of the television, granting me the opportunity to pass time until morning, while not being bored out of my mind. I take a detour around a red brick building and find a man enjoying the view, so naturally I decide I'm going to ruin his day. Wielding my mighty stick with the confidence of a teenage boy on Snapchat, I brazenly try pushing him over only to fail miserably, so he calls his friends over, forcing me to flee with a heavily bruised ego. Meandering through the city streets, I find my old friend once again. With little time to talk, I give him a small gift to remember me by. I finally arrive at my workplace, Spiffos. However, an immediate problem I notice is that it has a too many customers problem, so I do the most natural thing I could think of to draw them out. Crouch on the back near the dumpsters, calling to them like I'm calling my cat for dinner. This naturally works, but unfortunately, I turn a small family gathering into something that would make the CDC blush with how many people broke social distancing guidelines in order to show up for dinner time. After losing the hungry humans, I return to work and try to clock in by hopping the front counter so the manager wouldn't know I'm late. However, she sniffs me out, leaving me no choice but to retaliate with a surprisingly responsive nightstick noggin knocker combo. For good measure, I even push over the busboy because I was feeling petty. Now, I could have put in the script that I just wanted to find this costume and was extremely lucky, but I'll be honest with you, I spawned it in after clearing the restaurant just so I could continue the challenge normally. These suits spawn rarely on zombies, so if I wanted to get one, I would have to pray that a zombie was here with it on. And if one wasn't, I would need to go somewhere else. I didn't want to do that, so this is the only time in this run that I will influence the challenge. If you're mad about that, you can bite my furry ass. I begin my feral furry frenzy by going around the back of a shop and dealing with loiterers the only way my manager at Spiffos genetically modified me to do. Finding nothing in their pockets, I instinctually enter the back door and begin looking around. After eating a stranger's pie, I continue my best Humpback of Notre Dame impression and lurch towards a local bakery. The smell of fresh bread lures me in, but I snap out of it when I see a zombie carrying a large backpack and race over to give him some American hospitality. My attempt at stealth goes bottom up when the sound of my ass cheeks alerts the door-challenged dude, so I have no choice but to introduce him to my patented 10-toe tango on his face. After having my fill of carbs, I leave and check my stats. Before I put on the suit, I had 18 kills to my name, which don't count. As it stands right now, I have 15 real kills, 85 more to go. As the end of the day approaches, I graciously accept a donated house and make myself at home, preparing to settle for the night. I race upstairs and set an alarm so I'm not late for work, then doze off counting sheep. Unfortunately, like any stressed minimum wage worker, I only get 3 hours of sleep, and now I'm at a loss of what to do. I bumble around in the dark for a bit, trying to watch some of the channels my mom told me never to watch past midnight, but find out that they didn't pay the power bill on time. As a last resort, I go back upstairs and stare at a wall until daybreak, contemplating life. In the morning, I'm feeling fresh and relaxed, and a little bit saxy too, so I introduce myself to the neighbors. Unfortunately, the rest of the neighborhood hears about the raccoon with the cute tail running around, which draws a large crowd willing to get a little too handsy with me. I dart away looking for my security detail, a nearby fence. Zombies are none too bright and will just kind of fall over fences, allowing anyone to finish them off with a quick blow. Outnumbered, I channel the power of an anime protagonist to completely floor one customer effortlessly, giving me some breathing room to deal with his cronies. With a quick body count, I'm now at 41 dead Zeds. I return to Spiffos to see if there are any customers hanging around past closing time. After waiting for a window to give birth, just so I can express my dislike for children, the angry parent charges around the corner and blindsides me, injuring my arm. Lacerations, while not life-threatening, do carry a risk of spreading the zombie infection to me. Now, I'm potentially working on borrowed time. I won't know if I'm infected until it's too late. With my right arm injured, I might as well be hitting people with pool noodles. I try using my 10-toe tango technique on some stragglers, but I can't and need to run away. Fortunately, my security still is in the neighborhood, allowing me to pick up just a few more kills with ease. I limp home, fearing this challenge might be coming to a close prematurely. I rub my face on the back door I never unlocked before climbing through a window and going to the living room, only to find out that the HOA caught up to me, and now they have the upper hand with my injury. I try fighting, but one from the kitchen springs from his ambush, so I need to retreat upstairs. Thoughts racing, I try to stand my ground once more, intent on removing these intruders from my legally acquired property. But I simply cannot. I shut the door in front of them, thinking about what to do. The door won't hold long, so I think that I should open it, let one in at a time, and shut it behind them to deal with them more intimately. Naturally, this backfires, letting all three to allow themselves in for a dramatic recreation of a hotel room at Rainforest. On the way out, one of them takes a bite out of my raccoon rump, tearing off my suit, followed by their friend with a faceplant. While my arms don't work well anymore, my feet still do, allowing me to exact my revenge. After a brush with death around the corner, I remember every Redditor in existence citing Chekhov's gun as a literary necessity, and I turn tail and exit through the locked back door. A quick health check confirms the worst. I've been bitten. I am now definitely infected and will die within 2 days. My ticket is punched. I change my bandages in disappointment, knowing that it won't matter soon. I flee my previous home, now naked, without food, and an impending pink slip that will terminate my employment for good. Distraught, I can't even leave the bathroom correctly, so I revert to old habits I kicked and taste the toilet. I take an entire bottle of painkillers and sleep aids and crawl into bed, trying to forget how awful today has gone. But I can't stay asleep for long. Like any minimum wage worker, I wake up 2 hours later, a nervous wreck about my impending doom. What can I do, knowing that I am doomed to die? Easy. You say, fuck it, I'm not going down without a fight, make some Molotov cocktails, and haul your ass down to your former employer and give them a piece of your mind. The noise draws a large crowd from all around, and while I did not succeed in my own challenge, I got a fat dub for all minimum wage workers out there. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.